everyone, Phoenix Knight here. Welcome to the channel, and welcome back to the spring campaign for Arkham Horror, the card game. We're at the exact halfway point for the campaign right now, so we're going to do the second round of upgrades. We've done both of the second scenarios for both sides, so we're going to go ahead and do upgrades here real quick. Every investigator has 7 experience to spend, except for Jenny, who has 8 to spend because she left an experience floating from the first round of upgrades. Sister Mary and Trish also did pick up their first trauma apiece. Sister Mary's was physical, Trish's was mental. So with that slight ramble out of the way, let's drop down to the Dreamers first, and we'll say hello first to Jenny. Hello, Jenny. We're going to make her upgrades very simple. Remember, she's got 8 experience because she left 1 floating and picked up 7 in the search for Kadath. So we're going to upgrade both Mausers to Beretta M1918s. It's now a both-handed slot. 4 cost to play, 2 combat agility on commit, uses 4 ammo. As an action, exhaust Beretta M1918 and spend an ammo to fight. You get plus 4 combat and deal plus 1 damage for the attack. If you succeed by 2 or more, either ready the Beretta, or this attack deals an additional plus 1 damage. And if you succeed by 4 or more, do both instead. So we're looking mostly here to upgrade Jenny's firepower. We want to make sure she's got plenty of weapons to be able to fight with when the time comes. So we'll get those sleeved up. That's it for Jenny's upgrades. Let's go say hello next to her companion on the Dream side. Let's go say hello to Luke. I kind of underestimated how crowded I had Luke's ally slot at the onset of the campaign, so we're going to rectify that here. First up, we're going to take a Charisma, especially with Randolph landing in Luke's deck and needing more ally slots. So a Charisma will give him that. You can take a look at that for yourself, but we're not going to go through it since we've gone through it countless times on the channel. As for maybe alleviating a little bit of the crowding of the ally slot, we're going to take out the Arcane Initiate and instead put Twila Catherine Price into the deck. Pretty mystic I would say a mystic staple at this point. 3 cost to play, lore, agility on commit. After you spend 1 or more charges from a spell asset, exhaust Twila, place 1 charge on that asset. Sometimes, this world, I wish I never came back. Sometimes I do too, Twila, so don't feel bad. As for her other experience, we're going to take out as for his other experience, I should say, we're going to take out a True Understanding and replace it with the Mystic Tarot card, 4 of Cups, Chalice of the Heart. 3 cost to play, no commit. You get plus 1 will, but if it's in your opening hand when the game begins, put it into play. Seek clarity in your heart and mind. Seems like a good plan here, especially when we're going into something as dangerous as the Dream World, but we'll get all this sleeved up. I need an extra sleeve for the Charisma, which I've got Luke's sleeves right here. That will go there. And then Luke's all upgraded, so let's move back up top for the Dreamer's Tarot reading. I've got the Tarot deck right here, so we'll give this a quick shuffle and a cut. If you're happening on this video as being the very first on the channel, we do a balance reading in the campaign before each scenario. So we'll take 2 cards from the deck, flip 1 to the bad side, and leave the other on the good side. So we'll get 1 positive effect and 1 negative effect. We'll give that a flip, and those are the 2 cards that we'll have to look at. First up, we'll find the Sun 19. During each investigator's first turn, they may take 2 additional actions on the good side. Or the bad, during each investigator's first turn, they have 2 fewer actions to take. Let's see what's on the bad side. The Hanged Man. During setup, each investigator may take up to 2 additional mulligans on the good side, or on the bad, each investigator can't mulligan or replace weaknesses in their opening hand. Resolve their revelation abilities when the game begins. Extra actions is usually good, but the inability to replace weaknesses could be a problem. I think I'd rather not be able to replace weaknesses than have 2 fewer actions to take. So, let me go over to my notes. Good Son 19. First turn plus 2 actions. And then what is that? Hanged Man 12. Can't mulligan or replace weaknesses. Okay, that's all set up. That's everything for the Dreamers. Now let's go to the Waking Investigators, and we'll start off with Sister Mary. First order of business for Sister Mary is going to be to give her a Sacred Covenant for her deck. Permanent, limit 1 covenant per deck. After an investigator, as a reaction, after an investigator at any location performs the reveal cast tokens of a step of a skill test, exhaust Sacred Covenant, return any number of blessed tokens revealed during this test to the Chaos bag, ignoring their modifiers for this test. So we'll give that a sleeve. As for her other 4 experience, we're going to upgrade her Spectral Razor. So we now we're going to upgrade both copies of Spectral Razor. So it's basically the same card, but we gain if the symbol was revealed during the attack, return Spectral Razor to your hand at the end of the test. So hopefully a little bit of recursion there. Actually, you know who that would be really good in, come to think of it? That would actually be really good in Jacqueline. Because then you can use her special ability to kick the symbol out, pull the symbol, make sure you're still able to pass with it, and then immediately get it back. So that could be very useful for Jacqueline, but we're going to give it a test drive in Sister Mary. Anyway, that's it for Sister Mary's upgrades. Let's go say hello next to Trish. Usually when you have a rogue in the campaign, one of your first orders of business is upgrading Leo De Luca. Somehow we didn't get to that during the first set of upgrades, so we're going to do that now. Leo De Luca, of course, the Louisiana Lion. The upgrade here is making him cost 5, meaning you're able to play him theoretically on the very first action of the game. So, I just had bigger problems with Trish that I had to get to, so we just didn't upgrade Leo in the first round. As for the rest of her experience, we're going to crowd her ally slot a little bit more. We're going to take Dark Ritual out to bring in Lola Santiago, no-nonsense archaeologist. 3 cost to play, 2 lore on commit. You get +1 lore and +1 agility. As a free action, exhaust Lola and spend X resources to discover a clue at your location, where X is the shroud value of your location. My line of work encounters a lot of so-called curses. It is a topic I would rather not discuss. 2 and 2. So we'll take Dark Ritual out of the deck. As for her last 2 experience, we're going to take out a copy of True Understanding and bring in a copy of Haste. Haste is a 3 cost to play, 2 agility on commit. Limit 1 per investigator. Reaction: after you perform the same type of action twice in a row, exhaust Haste, take another action of that type again. Types include Activate, Engage, Fight, Evade, Investigate, Move, Play, Resource, and Draw. So if we have a turn where we need to do a lot of that, Haste is a great way to help us out with that without hurting us too much in the action economy. Anyway, that's it for Trish. That's it for the Waking upgrades. Now let's bring it back up top for the Waking Tarot reading. Once again, we've got the tarot deck right here, so let's give this a quick shuffle and a cut, and we'll go through the tarot reading. I did shuffle it already after I completed Jenny and Luke's tarot reading, but we'll give it another quick shuffle here just to make sure you guys see there are no shenanigans going on with the tarot deck. Okay. And there are 2 cards to look at. So first up for the Waking Investigators, the Devil 15. Each investigator has one additional slot of a type chosen by that investigator when the game begins on the good side. Or on the bad, each investigator has 3 fewer slots, each of a different type, chosen by that investigator when the game begins. Or the Hermit 9. Increase each investigator's maximum hand size by 3, or decrease each investigator's max hand size by 3. What slots would we be okay with losing? It just says it has to be a different type, so it would probably be Arcane, Tarot. I don't know if either one has a body slot, so yeah, we could probably deal with no Arcane with one. Well, Sister Mary does use Arcane slots very lightly. Trish, I think, hardly uses them at all, so we could probably go. Yeah, we could probably do Arcane, Tarot, Body. Would be my thought. So I think we're going to flip the Devil 15 over to its bad side. So I'll just make my notes. Hermit 9. Max hand size. Plus 3. And bad was Devil 15. Minus 3 slots. Each different. Okay, with that, let's move all the way back up top to wrap this video up. We'll have to say toodaloo to Sister Mary and Trish for a couple weeks. They'll be up on the 19th with their third scenario as they venture past the point of no return. Before that, next week we'll be back to the Dreamers with Jenny and Luke as they face their third scenario, venturing back to the dark side of the moon. Before we get that far, however, Wednesday we're going to be revisiting the baseball diamond for a game of inside pitch baseball, and then Saturday Mystical Munchies will continue out of the Star Wars Galactic Baking Cookbook with the side Puffer Pig Pocket Pizza. Thank you for watching the video. Please give the video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Be sure to turn on notifications so you get my content. Be well, stay safe, take care of yourselves and your loved ones, and I'll be back with more videos in the future. Until then, take care everyone.